Welcome to the West Rail Trail Project pre-recorded virtual public meeting video. The Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority, in cooperation with the City of Brownsville, Cameron County, and the Texas Department of Transportation FAR District, is proposing to construct a 12-foot wide dual-use path from Palm Boulevard to Interstate 69 East. The West Rail Trail Project is a local government-sponsored project developed by Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority and Cameron County. Because state and federal funds would be utilized for construction, TxDOT has oversight responsibility. We appreciate you taking the time to view the details of this project and encourage you to contact our project team if you have any questions. Contact information will be provided at the end of this presentation. Please feel free to pause the presentation and navigate forward or backward using the video player at any time. Why a virtual public meeting? Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority, in cooperation with the City of Brownsville, Cameron County, and TxDOT, is implementing safe practices to keep the public informed on transportation improvements in your area. Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority and its team members are committed to protect the public health of our community. The virtual public meeting will provide the community the same information as the in-person meeting, such as project information, an estimated timeline for the project development, the process for submitting comments, and to provide key context to the public. The comment process is a little different than in-person public meeting. Your comments or questions can be made at any time, but in order to be documented in the public meeting record, we must receive them by March 10th, 2021 at 5 p.m. If you have not done so already, please sign in to the virtual public meeting by clicking the link on the meeting webpage after the presentation. All virtual public meeting materials can be accessed at https://www.cameroncountyi.us/47315-3 or at www.texdot.gov, keyword West Rail Trail. Hello. My name is Frank Udino with the City of Brownsville, and I will be your presenter for this virtual public meeting. I would like to welcome and thank you for taking the time to view this virtual presentation that was shared with the public on February 23rd, 2021. The purpose of the virtual public meeting is to encourage and maintain effective communication with the public about the project. In addition, we will present and describe the recommended project alternative. This virtual public meeting follows an important step in the environmental process by providing an opportunity to the public to provide their valuable input in the proposed project. Public involvement is an ongoing aspect of the project development process that encourages and solicits public input and provides the opportunity for the public to become fully informed and engaged in the project. During the next few minutes, I will be covering the following: provide an overview of the West Rail Trail project. We will describe the purpose and need of the project, show the project schematic that has been developed for the project, and highlight major changes within each section of the project. We will provide a project schedule and then explain the virtual public meeting comment process, which is different from an in-person public meeting. The virtual public meeting will then adjourn the presentation portion of the virtual public meeting. Even though the presentation will finish, the public comment period will remain open until March 10th, 2021 to enable the public to provide comments to the project team. Prior to December 16th, 2014, the Federal Highway Administration, or FHWA, reviewed and approved prepared environmental documents under the National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA. However, on December 16th, 2014, TxDOT assumed responsibility for FHWA for reviewing and approving certain assigned NEPA documents. This memorandum of understanding was renewed on December 9, 2019. This review and approval process applies to this project. Notices informing the general public were advertised in the Brownsville Herald and El Nuevo Herald on Sunday, February 7, 2021. In addition to the notices being advertised in local newspapers, notices were mailed to adjacent property owners along West Rail Trail project limits, elected officials, and other interested parties. Finally, the notices of virtual public meeting were posted on the Cameron County CCRMA and TxDOT websites. The following slide provides an overview of the project. The West Rail Trail project is located within the city limits of Brownsville. The map on the screen depicts the general area of the project. The project limits are from Palm Boulevard to Interstate 69 East, a distance of 6.60 miles. The West Rail Trail consists of a 100-foot wide old railroad corridor that consists of only the rock foundation and ranges from 25 to 30 feet in width. All other railroad infrastructure has been removed. Vegetated grass drainage ditches that run parallel on both sides of the rock foundation provides drainage for the old railroad. The existing right-of-way is 100-foot wide through the majority of the length of the project. Pictures presented depicts the existing conditions of the old railroad corridor. The proposed improvements would include a 12-foot wide dual-purpose hike and bike trail. This also includes the construction of 2 new bridge structures to span drainage features found within the limits of the project. The image on the right side of the slide reflects the typical section for the trail that includes the 12-foot shared use path, with a 5-foot buffer on each side within the usual 100-foot wide right-of-way. Lighting is being proposed throughout the length of the project. For this presentation, the following slides will depict the dual-purpose hike and bike proposed schematic layout in sections due to the length of the proposed project. The schematic will also be posted on the virtual public meeting website so the public can view the schematic better and they can zoom into areas of interest. This slide consists of the sections from the start of the project at Palm Boulevard Northeast to West 3rd Street. As shown on the schematic in the beginning of the project, the dual hike and bike trail will be constructed within the old railroad right-of-way along the existing rock foundation. In addition, access to the dual-purpose hike and bike trail would be provided for the residents that live within the D Street area located west of the proposed project. No additional right-of-way would be required for the project. Drainage for the trail would be provided by parallel vegetated, open, graded drainage ditches. The second section extends from 2nd Street northeast towards 12th Street. Connections would be provided at the Belden Trail, Riverside Park, at West 9th Street, 10th, 11th, and 12th Streets. The third schematic section extends from West 11th Street to West 16th Street. Within these limits, the dual hike and bike trail remains along the existing rock foundation within the existing right-of-way, and drainage would be provided by parallel vegetated open drainage ditches. Neighborhood connections are being proposed at West 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th, and 16th Streets. The fourth schematic section extends from West 17th Street northeast towards Boca Chica Boulevard, US 281 Military Highway. The dual-use hike and bike trail will continue along the existing rock foundation, then transition closer to the US 281 Boca Chica intersection, so the dual-use hike and bike trail can cross at the intersection and provide for more safe crossing at a signalized intersection. 2 trail connections would be provided within this segment to Old Military Highway as shown above and in connection to West 17th Street. Once the trail crosses Old Military Highway, Boca Chica Boulevard, the trail will transition back to the old railroad rock foundation. The fifth schematic section extends from Old Military Highway to Holiday Lane. The dual-use trail would utilize the old rock foundation along the old railroad right-of-way and transition of the rock foundation at the intersection of Old Military Highway to cross at a 90-degree for a safe crossing. Once the trail crosses Old Military Highway, it would transition back to the existing rock foundation. Access to the trail would be provided by extending access to the Honeydale Mobile Home and RV Park and to Old Military Road. The sixth schematic section extends from just south of Los Ebanos Boulevard north towards Olvera Park. The dual-use hike and bike trail would traverse along the existing rock foundation within the existing right-of-way. Access to the trail would be provided by providing access points at Los Ebanos Boulevard and at 4 locations at Honeydale Mobile Home RV Park. The 7th schematic section extends from Olvera Park Road to the Valley International Country Club. The dual-use trail would continue to traverse along the old railroad rock foundation within the existing right-of-way. Access to adjacent Olvera Park and Rochelle Street would be provided for adjacent neighborhoods. The 8th schematic section would extend from the Valley International Country Club to Ruben Torres Boulevard, FM 802. At the intersection of FM 802 Ruben Torres Boulevard, the trail would transition to the west right-of-way line to cross the intersection at a 90-degree angle. The proposed trail would provide an access point to the trail at Rochelle Drive and would utilize the existing bridge that spans Resaca del Rancho Viejo. The 9th schematic section would extend from FM 802 Ruben Torres Boulevard northwest towards Morrison Road. The dual-purpose trail would remain along the west boundary of Old Railroad right-of-way and provide access to adjacent neighborhoods at Marion Place, Terra Place, and Hacienda Lane. No additional right-of-way would be required for the proposed improvements. The 10th schematic section would extend from Williams Avenue to Sedona Place. The dual-purpose trail would remain along the west side of the old railroad right-of-way and provide access to adjacent neighborhoods at Williams Avenue and Sedona Place. The 11th schematic section would extend from Morrison Road to the Cameron County Drainage District Number 1, Ditch Number 1, and the Walmart Reservoir. The trail would remain along the west side of the corridor and would provide access to adjacent neighborhoods at Morrison Road and Madrid Avenue. The 12th schematic section extends from the Cameron County Drainage District Number 1, Main Drainage Ditch Number 1, to just past Tandy Road. At the FM 3248 intersection, the dual-purpose trail would traverse back to the rock foundation within the old railroad corridor. The drainage structure would be constructed at the drainage ditch located just south of Tandy Road. The proposed trail continues northbound along Alton Glore Boulevard, providing a safe connection through the crosswalk. Then the proposed trail would cross East Tandy Road. The 13th schematic section extends from Fish Hatchery Road to just south of 77 Flea Market. The trail would remain along the existing rock foundation within the existing right-of-way. A new structure would be constructed at a man-made drainage ditch just north of Resaca de la Palma. The 14th schematic section extends from the old railroad corridor southeast towards I-69 East along the north side of the existing 60-foot right-of-way on Railroad Street and terminate at the southbound frontage road of I-69 East. The proposed typical section would remain the same and provide for a 12-foot wide dual-purpose trail. This is just an overview of the schematic, and if interested, you can access the complete schematic on the website for this public meeting. All virtual public meeting materials can be accessed at https://www.cameroncounty.us/47315-3 or at www.texdot.gov keyword West Rail Trail. An environmental analysis on the proposed project improvement is currently ongoing. This virtual public meeting is one important aspect of the environmental analysis process. In addition to the public meeting, an analysis on the project area's environment is being conducted. This includes the analysis of federal and state listed endangered species that could occur within the project study area, air quality analysis, hazard material analysis, historical studies, archaeological studies, and water quality analysis that includes waters of the U.S., including wetlands. This slide illustrates the project development process. Work on the project was initiated around 2011. The schematic and the environmental document is currently being developed. As part of the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA, process, we're holding this virtual meeting to gather public input with respect to the project. Information collected will be analyzed to further understand the project needs. This project planning process has been estimated to be completed in the spring of 2021. It will be followed by project design and construction bidding. The construction of this project is projected to be let within fiscal year 2022, which is anywhere from September 2021 through August 2022, or when funds become available. Once let, construction would take 12 months to complete. At this early stage, it is estimated that the construction cost is $7.2 million. The purpose of this meeting is to gather public feedback. Please utilize the comment card on the website and submit the information either by mail, email, or phone. Responses to comments received by March 10th, 2021 will be published in the virtual public meeting report on the county's and TxDOT webpage. Please note that although we would officially be receiving comments for the project only until March 10th, 2021, anyone may contact Mr. Benjamin Worsham, the project engineer, via email or telephone at 956-247-3500, or at his email address at benjamin.worsham@co.cameron.tx.us anytime during the project development process for questions they may have on this very important project. Thank you for your time.